What's going on, guys? Today we have another Heritage Month promo, and this one is definitely the best. This is the AANHPI Heritage Month promo here in Madden 24. And yeah, I mean, this year we've had some lackluster ones. Hispanic Heritage wasn't that great, and then Black History Month, the cards that came out were so many overalls behind than the cards that were currently in the game, and no one really even used those cards. But these ones right here are going to be worth it. Unfortunately, though, you cannot get these cards today. And while I'm recording this right now, it is currently 2:10 on the dot. Okay, it's 2:10 Eastern time, and the souls are not yet in the game, but they will be coming out in the game. And I'll show you guys here in a second. If we go here, click on this little thing right here, you're gonna see that you're gonna be able to earn tokens. There's two different kind of tokens. There's gonna be the upgrade tokens, which is able to get a 92 overall up to a 96. That's going to take 2 tokens, and then there's going to be a third token that's going to get one of these cards up to a 99 overall for you. So you're able to get technically 5 96s and 1 99 out of this promo, but 96s at this point in the year aren't really moving that many people. You know what I mean? But and also, if you want to get the last 2 ability buckets, it is going to cost you that 99 overall token. And there's 4 objectives. A total of 4 weekly objectives must be completed to earn the max upgrade token. So yeah, you're going to be able to slowly upgrade these cards, 96s, but it's going to take you 4 weeks, as you guys can see right here, a total of 4 weekly objectives in order to get that 99 overall, and that's going to be, earned through Field Pass, solos, and the Welcome Pack. There's one in there too. And you guys see right there, you apply 2 tokens to get them to 96, and then you are going to need that max upgrade token, which takes 4 weeks to complete to make them a 99 overall. So this is kind of a long-term thing, but I do think these cards are definitely worth grinding for, or putting the time in, or at least looking at. You know what I mean? I think it is definitely worth it. And we're talking about Sam Howell right now, but today we're gonna talk about which card I believe you should upgrade to a 99 overall. Everyone's teams look different, but I think there is pretty much one guy or maybe 2 guys that make the most sense, and let's talk about that right now. But of course, before we get started, before we even do that, if you're not subscribed to the channel, what are we doing? Hit the subscribe button, turn on those notifications. 63. I think the number's honestly gone up. I think we're at like 68 right now, to be honest. So let's try to get that number down. Hit the subscribe button, turn on those notifications, and yes, let's get started. So let's start with Sam Howell. Okay, Sam Howell. This card should be pretty decent. The only problem with this card and picking him for your 199 overall, I mean, again, you're able to switch here. You're not locked in. It's not like a fantasy pack. You are going to be able to obtain all of the cards is what it sounds like, but you only can make 1 in 99 through like upgrading the card. So if you don't like Sam Howell and you go pick him and you want to change him, sure, you're able to do that pretty easily. It's not like you're stuck with that 99. It's not like a fantasy pack where you pick the normal 99, you're stuck with them because you can't sell them. It's not one of those situations. So you can technically move around that token depending on what your team looks like. But Sam Howell, keep in mind this card will be coming out in about 4 weeks. So fast break for free, which honestly is not terrible if you like running the ball at your QB. And he's got 94 speed, good, very good throw power, good throw under pressure, great accuracy stats. And I had this card pulled up because he does get the Slinger 5 release, which is the same as Eli Manning. So I did want to pull that card up so you guys can see the releases there. But it should be a pretty solid card. And here's my ideal ability stack. I probably would go with Gunslinger for 0, Set Feet for 2, Hot Route for 1. I mean, that's a 3 AP setup. You want to toss Gift Wrap down there, that's 4 AP. I know you don't get like a tactician benefit like having Playmaker and Conductor, or you don't get Fearless, but still a pretty good setup for a free QB. That again, I didn't mention on this card, that they do get all 32 team chems. So no matter what your team looks like, there's probably a position that you can add to your team, or team chem shouldn't be a factor here because these cards get all 32. So Sam Howell, where would I rank him amongst cards that I would pick? Probably if there's 6 of them, I would probably put Howell at 4 or 5, and I'll give you that final answer here in a second. The man who I'd put at 6 is definitely Josh Jacobs. I think for sure. I mean, he already has a 99 overall or an all 32 team chem 97 overall free agency card. But unfortunately, the running back position is dominated by X factors, and that's really it. He does get RB Apprentice for free, which is pretty good. Energizer for free. I wish he had a free jukebox in there. Joystick really means nothing on next gen. Tank solid, goal line back solid, but 3 AP ability setup. I would probably go Energizer, Evasive, and depending on if you need an apprentice or not, maybe you go that route, or you could go Tank, which can cost you 2 AP, but still pretty solid. I mean, you're able to make this card pretty nice, but unfortunately, he doesn't compare to the other running backs in the game right now, in my opinion, or the top end guys. So that's probably my main reason for not going Josh Jacobs, as you could just get Bo Jackson and he does better than this Josh Jacobs card ever will do. You know what I mean? And you could have picked someone else. So I would definitely say Josh Jacobs, number 6. Howell's either going to be 4 or 5 when it's all said and done here. Maybe I think this Brandley and A card. I'm gonna be honest. I'm a Jets fan. I don't know who this is, bro. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. Right now, I don't know. Maybe he played on like I don't even know when he. I don't know. I really don't have a clue for you guys when this guy. I have no idea. Okay, but three abilities here in the last bucket. Looks like he could probably be like a defensive lineman, move over kind of guy. Also curious, does this man already have a card in the game? Is he on the Jets? He's on the Jets now? Dude, I've never seen this guy get any run. I've never seen it. Let's see his traits. Oh my god, wait, he's got perfect traits. Okay, hold up. He can strips ball too. I know big hitter, high motor are off, but perfect pass rush traits for Brandley Anley? Is that the same guy? Bradley? Oh, Bradley. I'm a dumbass. His name's Bradley. Why did they spell it like that? But okay, perfect traits. He's over 90. Good enough speed again, +2, +1 speed on a team. And for the abilities, he does get double or nothing for 1. Comeback, don't love it. Tackle Supreme is solid. Enforcer, no outsiders, edge threat elite. Not the cheapest pass rush abilities, but I do think I actually would put him over Sam Howell. Maybe he even goes to our number 3 spot here today. He's actually good. Good trades. And again, like, I mean, the 3 ability setup, you would probably go with like Enforcer, no outsiders, edge threat maybe, or if you want to do some run support, do tackle supreme. You know, having that with the no outsiders, I guess you could also do that. But pretty good card right there. I originally was gonna put him probably number 5 in front of Jacobs and Howell on top, but I think I'm gonna switch them. I'm gonna go Jacobs, Howell, Bradley here. That's a pretty solid setup right here. Okay, let's take a look at Alohi Gilman, Team of the Year candidate here. But I kind of glanced at these abilities earlier, and yeah, flat zone for 1, chuck out 0, pick artist 0, which is good. Short route 1, mid route 0, and deep zone for 1. So he's able to get flat zone, mid zone, deep zone for 2 AP. That basically turns into like a universal coverage, do it all safety. You can play your slot corner, you can play over the top. This is a very good option. This right here is one of the better options. If you don't want to, if you only want to use deep zone, mid zone, you can go deep zone, mid zone, pick artist. I do wish he had a secure tackler. That's probably the one thing I wish he had. I think that's kind of what people are looking for here towards the end of Madden, just to be able to lock down those super elite ball carriers in this game that get the X factor. So Alohi Gilman, I think he's gonna end up being pretty high here. Let's see Talanoa Hufanga. Looks to be pretty similar abilities. Besides, he does get. Wait, did he get deep zone? Wait, did Gilman get deep zone? Gilman gets deep zone, whereas Talanoa gets deep in zone, mid zone, flat zone for the same setup, but doesn't get secure tackler. So, wait, I wish okay, yeah, I think I would actually go Gilman over Talanoa just based on these abilities right here. I would. They're kind of the same though. It's pretty close. I think these guys are pretty similar. I mean, like the secure tackler. If you play like, no, man's not even really worth it, but secure tackler, pick artist, both free. And then if you play only in the flats, maybe you go flat zone. That's a free setup right there. You can go flat zone, mid zone, secure for 1. That's actually not bad. And then I don't love going flat zone deep. I don't like going flat zone with a deep ability. I feel like that, like for me, one player doesn't really drop through zones that much, but of course it does depend on your scheme. But Talanoa is pretty good. I think the secure tackler might lift him up. I would say him and Alohi are pretty similar for that 1 spot. I really would say that. Actually, sorry, the 2 spot. I think right now the number 1 is Younghoe Koo. I really think it is Younghoe Koo. I think without question it is. Because look at us right now, okay? We just had a crazy glitch with training varieties. People have very good teams right now. And most likely, what you need is a kicker. I know I do. My kicker right now is Martin Grammatica that you get from the free, or it's not free, but you know what I mean. You're able to get from the training store through the theme team pack. That's my kicker right now because my theme teams haven't got a guy, and I guess they won't. This guy said, my old hoe tripping, but my Younghoe Koo. Interesting. Okay. But I think he's the best because he gets all 32 team chems. He's gonna help out your overalls a lot, and he's just kind of a kicker that you can get on your team and just forget about it, right? You're able just to kind of forget about it for the rest of the year. You have your 99 overall kicker. You're not gonna have to upgrade again once you use this guy. So precision kicker free. Focus Kicker's free. Me personally, I actually really haven't used any of the abilities yet this year for kickers, but I probably should be. But looks pretty solid. I mean, a 1 AP setup, I believe you get 2 AP on special teams, so do whatever you want with that. I think this alone is probably worth just doing. You know, there's not much to really do right now in this game. Hopefully tomorrow's promo will give us some life again in this thing. But, yeah, I think Younghoe is probably number 1. But, I mean, I'd probably say it's number 2, actually, because I really do think Alohi and Talanoa are actually pretty top tier at their position, so I would probably switch that. I would probably go Alohi, Talanoa, 1 or 2, depending on what you know, what you value more for your scheme and how you're going to use the cards. Then I would go Younghoe, and then I would probably go Bradley, yeah, and then I would go Howell, and then I would go Josh Jacobs at number 6. That'd be the order I'd go in. Obviously, a lot of this does depend on what your team looks like right now, and again, remember, you should be able to switch around these cards. Let me check real quick if they actually updated the game yet. Let me see if these cards are in yet, so I'm going to show you what the solos maybe look like. They're not yet in the game, but hopefully they will be soon while you're watching this. Again, it is now currently 2:21, and we still don't have these solos yet, but they're coming. Okay, they gotta be. They'll be in the game soon. Okay. Appreciate you watching today's video, and as always, I will see you boys in the next one.